Today's video, we're going to continue our series on alternative fly tying materials. Now, this video here is going to show you guys a material that it's got a million uses. You can make weed guards, you can make eyes, you can make bodies, you can make articulated flies, antenna, and shrimp bodies, just a million uses. And what it is it's called Stretch Magic. This size I have here is 1.5 millimeter. You can get it down really, really tiny, and they even make it bigger. And what it is, it's a rubbery, stretchy cord that they use for making bracelets. So when the kiddos make bracelets that kind of stretch and then shrink back down, this is what they're making them out of. So you're going to find them in the craft section by Pony Beads and where they do all that stuff. But the cool part about it is it's super, super clear, and when you tie down on it, you can set the thread down good. So it won't go anywhere. So like when I tie a Dave's hopper, for example, I tie a piece on both sides. I bend it over the hook and I tie it in and build a flat place. So when I'm tying my fly, things don't turn on it, and it gives a tying place that's wider and thicker. So you can just bend this in half, just as such, and tie it over the shank of your hook, and it gives you a wider platform to tie on. I do it on a lot of them. If you're wanting to make scud flies, it makes a phenomenal body. You just wrap it around and it's so transparent. So like if you tie a long bloodworm and you put your red thread down the hook, if you get the really thin size of this and overlay it over the top of that red thread, it makes one of the most realistic looking bloodworms that there is, in my opinion. You can take and you can heat it up and make antenna very similar to what you can monofilament. The only difference is it's super clear, and even when you burn it, it's super clear. So if you're wanting a very good transparent look, there's nothing better than this. If you want to make barbell eyes, the same thing. Cut it to the size and just heat it and heat it and heat it and let it get hotter and hotter, and that thing will ball up on it. So when you do that, you end up, it doesn't color up when you do that. It ends up a transparent eye. So if you're going for that transparent look, I don't think there's anything better. For antenna, I think it works as well if you're wanting a clear looking antenna on something. In the Gunnison, Colorado area, there's a little bitty shrimp that is transparent. And when they won't hit on anything else, it seems that that thing works. And if there's a place that you know has them little shrimp, this is what you want to make them out of. And I've done a cool little thing where I take a piece of the 1.5 and I heat it up with a lighter, just as such. And then I have a pair of hemostats that have notches going across the tips, and I take them and I lay that down and I'll squeeze it down, and once I squeeze that down, it puts the little variegated lines in there that look just like a shrimp body. So when you tie that on the fly, you can build that little tag end out, and man, it's super realistic. If you're tying scuds, you can wrap this stuff around the body. It doesn't need any UV resin over the top of it. It makes very good segments. And if you look, every once in a while, you can find it in different colors. So you can really do a lot with this. If you're wanting weed guards, you can tie this on just as you would monofilament, and it'll make a very durable weed guard that is going to do a very good job. So you can tie this right in, very similar to what you would your monofilament, but it's going to last a little bit longer, and it's clear, so it doesn't interfere with anything. It's like $2.60 for a roll of this for 4 meters. And like I say, you can get it in a million different sizes. There's a lot of uses for it. But if you do shrimp and you're wanting shrimp, there's nothing better. I have literally taken a hook and tied 2 pieces of these sticking out the tail, 2 pieces folded up of little bitty ones as antenna, and then a body out the back, and that was it, on like a size 16 and 18 hook. And it's literally made with this only. It's ugly. It doesn't really 100% look like a shrimp, but it's very effective, and it's a very easy guide type pattern. So if you're wanting to make some clear, transparent, durable stuff, I recommend getting some of this and playing with it. So hope this tip helps. We'll see you in the next video.